The idea for the NOLA Festival was born on my living room floor in a conversation with fellow poet Shakandria Sibley. We were talking about the need to breathe life back into the spoken word community after Hurricane Katrina through the organization I co-founded in 2007, WordPlay New Orleans. The organization was started to support the foundation of spoken word, to nurture the youth community of poets, and to be a platform for service as organizers and gatekeepers for the art form. Now, before the storm, there were approximately 100 plus active poets sharing their work at various venues on a weekly basis. We were proud of the fact that with the exception of a Saturday night, there was a poetry venue practically every night of the week. Now, after Hurricane Katrina, with the displacement and eventual relocation of many of these writers, that number was decimated. We also noticed that with such a drastic and sudden social change in Katrina's wake, even many of the poets who remained or returned to New Orleans had somehow disconnected from the poetry scene, whether it be because of changing family dynamics or just life movements. An overwhelming theme was that many just didn't feel that the voice of the spoken word culture in New Orleans would ever be the same. We decided to create a festival that would not only present the art of spoken word in New Orleans to the world on a larger platform, but it could also be a catalyst for bringing together the generations of writers who had yet to connect, to bring displaced writers home to reconnect with their community, and to simply spark new life in the hearts of our writers with a sense of celebration and unity. So within months of the idea being born, I secured funding from the City of New Orleans, the Public Library Foundation, and private entities to house the NOLA Festival at the historic Gallagher Hall building. About 50 poets were provided with travel to return from 15 cities across the country, and our full attendance in the first year was about 120 attending writers and community members. The 3-day festival included workshops for both young people and adults, a town hall meeting to discuss issues affecting the poetry community, social and networking gatherings, resource sessions, a poetry slam, and a special mapping project of the history of spoken word venues in New Orleans. The festival was about preservation, community, education, and growth. The festival culminated in an extraordinary finale at the Howlin' Wolf nightclub with over 300 people in attendance for one of the best spoken word showcases ever seen on one stage. The feedback we received from attendees was overwhelmingly positive, which led us to return the next year to do it all over again. Now, since the festivals, we've seen its impact in the revitalization of the New Orleans spoken word scene into a thriving community of writers of all ages and all walks of life.